All right. Hi, everyone. Hello, Twitch. Hello, voters. We're so happy that you're here today. This is your Voices in Wonderland panel. I'm not sure if you're aware, but we are in Wonderland right now. I, for one, feel that I am in Wonderland as I am sitting next to these incredible artists. And we're going to introduce them now, because this is what people do when they moderate and know what the F they're doing. So,
good. Brilliant.
I'm supposed to introduce myself? I don't
who are
matter.
you? Oh yeah, who are you?
My name is Julie Nathanson, and I will be moderating your panel today. I am also a voice actor, but I am here in the role of moderating Muppet. I also have written the script for today, and by written, I would like to just say adapted extremely loosely from Lewis Carroll, from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. But today, we have these beautiful humans with their dulcet tones, and they will be reading sometimes single characters and sometimes 118 characters. It'll be great. So, but first let's introduce our wonderful panel. So to my left, I have Sarah Natochenny. Would you like to please tell us a little bit about, who you are, where you were born, your favorite color? No.
I could do all of that.
What you do, what you love, and also some of the characters that you're best known for.
Okay, great. I'm Sarah Natochenny. I'm best known as the voice of Ash Ketchum for the last 17 years.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. And I also play 30 of the Pokemon on the show and his mom and other characters. I've also been in Fortnite, and I'm Alia, and Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian and a lot of things, Marion and Robin Hood and Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, stuff like that. I do all kinds of stuff, and I love my friends. It was my birthday this weekend, and
happy birthday!
I have really nice friends, and that's the best thing about my life. And cats. Also cats.
Cats are good.
And cats.
That's going to work out well for you today, Sarah.
Oh, yeah?
Spoiler alert. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll just leave it there.
Oh.
Okay.
I gave something away.
I'm happy.
Cool. Yeah, none of us have seen these scripts, so we have no idea what we're
getting
into.
Yeah.
It's true. It's okay. You guys all speak French, right?
What?
I will get back to you, Sarah, with a question in a moment.
Great.
But next to you, to your left, is the lovely Shelby Young.
Hello.
Shelby, tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you decide to come on this show.
I enjoy long walks on the beach, and no, I actually hate sand. I am here today. I'm so excited to be joining all my very talented friends, voice actor as well. I'm probably best known for a few different roles, Lego Princess Leia and a lot of the Lego Star Wars specials and games. Piotr and I were actually just in Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. Watch it on Disney Plus. We practice that. I'm known as Yuko in Persona 3 Reload, Reina Manta on Baby Shark's Big Show on Nickelodeon, and a ton of characters that now that I have to talk about myself, I don't know what I've ever done in my life.
Like that.
That's what IMDb is for.
That's what it is.
So I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Shelby. And to Shelby's left, we have Piotr Michael. Piotr, tell the lovely people at home something about yourself and also your characters and what you're best known for. Thanks.
Well, I too like cats. I go to sleep under a lot of cats.
How many?
Blankets.
all of
you
us?
don't want to know how many cats I have.
I really do. I'm so sorry. I
need
can't
to
go
know.
on
Come
until
on,
you
tell
tell
us.
me.
It's illegal.
No, I have to
It
know.
could be, the state can come and shut me down. That's how many cats I have. No, I like cats. I like cooking.
Cooking
and-
cat?
Too
soon?
No. Cooking
do you do?
for the cats. I
You
said
cook
that. Let's see. You guys might know me. I play Jedi Master Yoda in Star Wars. I am the voice of Spock for Star Trek Resurgence. Phineas Wells in The Outer Worlds, King Novik, and the Dark Lord and Doom series. Oh gosh, so many. I played Pop in the Loud House on Nickelodeon. I play so many. And then most recently, Joe Biden on Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Nice, dude.
Stop
Played
it.
it
Yeah.
dozens of times.
It's
on
so
that show,
good.
so that's
He's so good.
Yeah, your
John,
Joe
his
Biden
brother
cracked
directed you?
everybody up.
Yeah.
Right.
I think his brother has directed a couple things.
Yeah.
But yeah, super fun to be here.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
And to Piotr's left, we have Imari Williams.
His brother from another mother.
Imari, tell our friends, tell your friends at home.
Oh, my friends. Hello,
Yeah.
my friends. And thank you for tuning in. My name is Imari Williams. I am, it's so funny whenever you get asked this question, you just draw a blank. You can hear me, Shinjiro Rengoku on Demon Slayer. First, before I break into that,
Yeah.
I too love cats.
You know what? I feel like I didn't talk about
Sorry,
that.
I'm
also
shocked you
love
did
too
that.
love-
Yeah.
I was raised-
Taking
I
over
was
the
like,
panel. So
And
what
I-
is
Is there a cat in here?
And it's not only just like, it's like I've always been raised around cats. I do love cats. I also have a dog named Romeo. He's a Rottweiler. He's my baby boy. I love my family. I love my friends. I have a sister who just got engaged to her girlfriend. So now she's now about to be, and her girlfriend sprung a nice, good little engagement thing in Colorado that I flew out to. So that was awesome. So we're celebrating that. And I too love to cook. And I throw down.
This is like a little bit The Bachelor, right?
You know what I'm
Everyone,
saying?
like, this is a little
except
bit of
this
like
rose for me.
the dating
This
game
green
meets The
pin rose
Bachelor.
for me. You can hear me as Shinjiro Rengoku on Demon Slayer. I play Shep Hazard on Bad Batch, Itakron on World of Warcraft, Whole Horse on JoJo Bizarre. I narrate a show on A&E called Customer Wars, as well as Road Wars. Yeah, so that's when you go into that's my voice, that annoying narrator voice.
What about the panel wars? Is there
The panel wars. Yeah.
This is actually a pilot for a spin-off
You
show.
know what I'm saying? It's like, who will win the battle? Yeah, and thank you so much. Thanks for watching us all. I'm with these awesome human beings.
Technical issues.
We work with microphones all the time.
But we don't get back.
It's not.
Yes.
We just spoiled so many fun endings.
But I can't believe that actually happened in the show. And then, so then.
Right.
That's because that happened.
Because that happened.
But then that's why that happened.
That's not the thing that we thought was going to happen.
I know.
Yeah. Well, now
Guys,
I've got to watch that show.
just make sure that you all sign the NDA like on a tattoo. So now that we're back, are we back? Is it true that we're back?
True.
Are we good?
You're
Carry on.
Okay, I have trust issues around microphones. So what I'd like to do now, before we jump in,
Yes.
I have a question for each of you.
Okay.
I'm very curious if you can imagine one of your characters that you have played, perhaps one that you've mentioned, perhaps not. I'm very curious which of your characters would be most likely to exercise their right to vote. Which of your characters would be most likely to exercise their right to vote? Yes, Imari.
I'm gonna go for Shep, but then I'm also gonna go for I'm gonna go for Shep because Shep was kind of a governor of his village in the Bad Batch, and he was in charge of clearing everyone out when the Imperial stormtroopers came in to invade, looking for the Bad Batch, or when the Empire came to look for the Bad Batch who were in his city. So I'm gonna go for Shep because Shep was the man around town.
All right, excellent. Thank you.
Yes.
Anyone else want to jump in?
I would say fearless leader from Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh, yes. Oh, God.
The fearless leader would only vote for himself over and over again! There'd be a lot of voter registration fraud, but
He would definitely find a way to vote, and he'd love it, but he would cheat, and we don't promote that.
Yeah,
No.
no.
He'd love it.
You know which characters would absolutely vote if they could, and we both voice them? I don't think they'd be able to, but the Stay Puft Mini Marshmallows. Yes, 100%. I don't want to know what they would do. We
I don't know how they would vote. How would they vote?
Melt the
They would climb on top of each other the
No,
way
I
that
mean
they do.
politically, which way would they go?
That I don't want to
I'm
talk
not
about.
gonna go there. But yes, I actually agree. I
Right?
think the mini pups would be waiting in line to vote.
Yeah, that'd be
And
adorable.
passing water out, but that's illegal, I think, in places.
Would they have signs that say, from 2016, feel the burn?
They would burn that into themselves.
Into themselves.
Yeah.
Back to tattoos
Very
again.
Yeah.
See how
exactly.
quickly we do that, and then we wrap back to the script. Hey, look at that! I just
Wow.
did
What a
amazing.
segue.
Those were really great answers. Thank you so much for playing. I think it's time to hand out the script. So if you've ever been to any of the Cartoon Voices panels or something like them at a convention, you know that traditionally we do not receive the scripts until this exact moment. These lovely humans, all they know is that this is an adaptation of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. They don't know what they're playing, and they don't know what the heck I did trying to adapt this.
I'm so excited.
They love the project.
Well, I do love
So-
Alice in Wonderland, so if I could be the Cheshire, no, I can't be Cheshire. No, you already gave that.
Okay,
You
I'm
gave that away.
so enjoying all of this right now. So, Imari, since you decided to speak just now,
Cheshire.
Wait a
I'm going
minute.
to start with you.
Cheshire.
So of the, hold on, let me count. What?
What did you just
That is
see?
crazy.
Somebody
I'm scared.
shut- okay.
That is crazy.
So
I'm
Imari,
scared.
you will be playing Groundhog. A groundhog who is not in the original. So thank you. That's my addition.
An original.
Baby pig,
Ooh, I like
Cheshire cat,
it. Ooh, I love it.
the dormouse,
Ooh, nice.
the king, and the guard.
And all
Wow.
And they are all color-coded
yourself.
for you.
That is I like the challenge. I take the challenge.
So
I want that smoky
sneaky
caterpillar.
Sarah over here, who was
Should only have one.
totally looking over my shoulder. Sarah, I think will be happy because she's playing Dinah, who is Alice's cat,
Oh.
as well as the Duchess and the Queen.
Of course.
This script
That's
is thick,
me,
man.
it is
This is
I,
thick.
it is
Yeah.
Thick
I.
script.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
It's triple the size, I think.
So
for you.
when Courtney said, we're gonna do this, let's find a script, I kept saying, I should write it. And then she said, you don't have time. And I was like, I should write it. And then we looked at lots of different.
time.
I didn't have time, but I bent time and made it.
If anybody could, it's you.
We'll see. But Shelby Young, I am sure you are aware that you are none other than the Alice. in
Oh my God.
So exciting.
It's time, isn't it?
It's your time.
It's
You
time.
are so beautiful.
Oh, come on. Which leaves Piotr with so many other good
Oh,
friends.
he got the
I get the
caterpillar.
scraps.
No, you got the caterpillar.
Oh no,
Focus.
Piotr, you have no scraps.
Oh my, these are like, this is great.
So Piotr will be playing the White Rabbit,
Okay.
Caterpillar,
Okay.
the Mad Hatter,
Oh,
I
jeez.
mean, what
the
else
March
do you want?
Hare,
Oh, hi.
and Flamingo.
Yes! Your best role yet.
Flamingo.
Don't
Oh my
sleep on
gosh.
Flamingo.
I'm not going to sleep on Flamingo.
So I'm going to give you guys just a couple of, half seconds to look at this stuff, and I will remind our wonderful audience that, registering to vote takes like that much time. I mean, that's like what, half a second, millisecond, I don't know. You can go on NerdsVote.com and you can push little buttons there, click on stuff, get yourself registered, check to see if you're registered, figure out where you're going to vote. And we are all here today to encourage you all to exercise your right to vote. And we are exercising our right to be ridiculous, which is
And to entice you to vote. Being ridiculous.
Now, my question is,
Yes.
for the original characters, do
Yes.
we want to do their voices similar to how we know them, or do we want to change things up?
So Shelby has asked a very important question. So one of the fun things about these panels is that it is a great opportunity for voice actors to get to totally play. So there are no rules.
Oh, I love
No rules at all.
There are no rules.
There's no
As far
rules
as
in
I'm
Fight Club.
concerned, there are no rules in Fight Club. The only thing I will say is that if you are playing a couple of characters who are, for example, Piotr and Imari, talking to yourself at some point, it is good to kind of keep some distinct voices so we can tell who is speaking to whom. I will be reading the stage directions as some sort of narrator, oracle thing, Muppet. And that's pretty much it. That's about all the filler I can give you.
Amazing.
You guys have any questions? I can talk slowly. No more time. Okay.
Wait, what? Hold on.
You got
That's
this.
part of the fun is that it's hot off the presses, right? Hot off
It's like a video game session.
In this, when this goes down like this, people, if you think wrong, you think wrong. You
True. That's
you can't
true.
plan. You just gotta, as our friend Kelly Allen would say, go, 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 go!
If we decide to change your voice, we don't like the voice we're doing. And we decide to change it in the middle of the thing. We
That's
can do
right.
that, and I can be like, no, I'm gonna change it.
That's right. There are some panels where a moderator might say, hey, change your voice. We'll have to see how power hungry I get.
Yeah, we'll see.
I am not responsible for my own interest in power, so that may happen, it may not.
We elected you to this position.
They do say power corrupts.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Sure. Yes.
We exercise
All right.
our rights. Okay.
Without further ado, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, very, very loosely adapted by me, Julie Nathanson.
Woohoo!
Very, 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 very. A curious girl named Alice is sitting outside reading a book. Her cat Dinah is curled up next to her, purring. Oh. Oh, okay. Let's go to
Oh, Dinah, this book is so boring. Listen to this. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting on the bank and of having nothing to do. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm telling you there are no original ideas. If only this book could teach me how to speak cat. See? Oh, I can't understand you at all.
Alice closes the book and yawns again. Suddenly, a white rabbit appears, pulls a giant pocket watch from his vest pocket, and begins to panic.
Oh dear, I shall be late. And I left on time. I even padded for traffic.
Oh,
The white rabbit scurries off.
where do you suppose that white rabbit is going in such a hurry? Oh, let's follow him. Yes,
Dinah, no! Alice scoops up her cat Dinah and follows the white rabbit into the forest, where the rabbit jumps into a magical hole in the ground, followed quickly by Alice and Dinah. They all tumble down the unfathomably long dirt tunnel.
Late, so late. Although this shortcut should save a few minutes, so maybe I'll just be fashionably late.
And he's gone.
Ow! Ow! This rabbit hole sucks!
Dinah, you can speak.
I sound like a TikToker. Yes! And now that you can finally understand me, let's talk about getting me some health care. Or at least workers' comp, yeah? My back is killing me!
Alice wasn't listening. She had picked up a key on a table next to a door.
Door, key, door, key. I wonder if these two things go together.
Oh, Dinah, this is just like so exciting.
Yeah, I'll get excited if this turns out to be a chiropractor's office, but that's about it.
Oh, I see a beautiful garden through the keyhole. I can't wait to explore, but this is a very tiny door. It's not fair. I'm just like too big to fit, and I've tried all of the skinny teas. Why wasn't I born enough?
I'm a cat. You really want to pull at that thread?
Through her tears, Alice sees a bottle marked "Drink Me" and picks it up.
Well, I don't see a skull and crossbones, so it must not be poison. Down the hatch!
Oh, God. Kids, don't try this at home.
Look at me! I'm teeny tiny! Let's go explore the... Uh-oh.
Do you feel sick? Is it iocane powder?
What? No, the key! I left the key on the table, and now, if I could just get my... Oh, this has to... Wait, Alice!
What's that cake thing?
Dinah, you're a genius. It says, eat me.
Not with a 10-foot pole.
Hey-o.
You're welcome. Alice eats the cake and grows to a gigantic size.
Oh no! Dinah, I'm huge! I can get the key, but now I can't fit through the door!
Groundhog Day all over again.
Oh, you see a sweet little groundhog?
Sure.
Just then a groundhog appears.
Yo.
Yes, Mr. Groundhog, please help me. I've grown too small and then too large, and my cat says you're responsible.
That's not, I didn't.
Let me get this straight. You ate my breakfast, and now you're blaming me. Talking about gaslighting. I'm out of here.
Oh, wait. This is important. Any chance you're a chiropractor?
No, but I'm a black belt.
As you were.
Alice cries. And for reasons that don't fit into our time frame, she shrinks down again and floats along a river of her own tears, with Dinah staying dry on top of her head. They tumble onto the banks of wherever they are and come face to face with the white rabbit.
I'm late and I don't know where my stuff is and all.
Slow down, Mr. Rabbit.
Oh, this is terrible advice to give a late rabbit. I've lost my fan and my gloves. Go see if they're inside my house. It would make much more sense, but we had to skip that scene. Well, just do it, maidservant, come on!
Maidservant, because of the apron. Fashion is form, not function. Never mind.
Alice goes inside the house, sees a bottle, takes a swig,
Oh, this was an error.
and immediately grows to the size of the house itself.
No! Dinah, help!
Time to build a snowman with Andy McDowell.
The groundhog reappears.
Yo.
Hey, Punxsutawney Phil, she's big again.
And this is my problem because...
Any repeated beats in this story, I'm bringing you back.
And I'm sticking around for a while. A lot of redundancies coming up.
Help!
Oh, you foolish girl. Here, pelt her with these pebbles.
All three throw pebbles at Alice.
Ow! This is a terrible idea.
I like it because it's violent.
The pebbles turn into cakes, and hungry Alice eats them. She immediately shrinks.
Phew. Here, White Rabbit. I thought
Keep it, I gotta go!
A lot of mixed messages from that guy.
What flavor was this pebble cake? It tastes like revenge.
I like you.
Get away from me.
Okay.
You didn't move.
I know.
Oh, that was tiring. Let's go sit next to that unfamiliar caterpillar on that enormous mushroom for no reason at all.
The caterpillar barely notices as the three sit down.
Yo.
Life is a rainbow. Yes, don't forget to breathe.
I read in my science book that breathing is part of the autonomic nervous system and therefore...
No. The rainbow, here's the thing. The rainbow does not require attention, but the air needs curious thought to survive the lungs so they can breathe and feel more oceany. Yeah, you should definitely eat some of the this mushroom. Yes.
Okay. Yum. Oh, man.
Where did she go?
Wild.
Spit her out, you freak! Oh, you really need to clean your teeth. It is gross in there.
Rude.
Alice brushes off groundhog saliva and tooth decay.
Does anybody have a mint?
The other side of the mushroom is peppermint.
Tastes like Skittles.
Yeah, just taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow, my tall friend. Yes.
Well, I can see Russia from my house.
Yeah, No more mushrooms for you.
Autonomic would be a good name for a band.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Alice.
All right, suit yourself. You're a banana duck. A banana duck. Bye-bye. Quack, quack. Quack the rainbow.
Alice, Dinah, and Groundhog find themselves in front of a beautiful home. A duchess exits, frantic, and shoves a swaddled baby at Alice.
Here, take my baby.
This is a pig.
How dare you?
Also, should you really be handing baby pigs to strangers?
You try paying for childcare in this economy.
Take it up with the queen.
What queen?
The queen that's going to have my head if I'm late to croquet. Give me back my pig to my baby pig. Give me my baby back pig.
I hope people heard "Give me my baby back pig."
I'll have my baby back.
Duchess lifts the baby pig, straps it into a seatbelt on top of her crown, and races off as we hear squealing. Wow, are you sure you didn't do the hot sauce thing? You sound like Courtney now. As soon as they have departed, a Cheshire cat appears in a tree, but only Alice can see him.
Oh my, that tree has teeth.
Is she always like this?
It's part of her charm.
Charmed, I'm sure. But are you?
Wait, you're not a tree. You're a cat.
You're not the girl. You're an imagination on legs.
Pardon me, but wait, where did he go? Who?
Whom?
Seriously?
I never left. But I am never here.
Wait, don't you see him? The cat with the smile of a shark. I feel as if I'm going mad.
We're all mad here. I'm mad, you're mad. And just wait till you go to the tea party and meet the Hatter.
What's a hatter?
I don't know. What a hatter. What about a hatter with you? Come on, that's funny.
Cheshire cat starts to disappear again.
Wait!
Yes?
How do we get to the tea party?
Oh no, I can't turn my page. It's that way.
Which way?
That way.
Which way?
I would like to remind you that you were talking to a toothless tree.
If you take 2 lumps of sugar in your tea, go that way. If you take no sugar, go that way.
And what if I take 1 lump?
Boy.
Groundhog bonks her on the head. Ow! Perhaps I should have done this.
Then you need an ice pack.
You really did wake up and choose violence today.
The Cheshire cat disappears and the 3 walk down a path. Finally, they find the Mad Hatter and the March Hare drinking tea with their elbows resting on a sleeping dormouse.
Hello, you must be the magnificent Hatter.
Say it loud, say it loud. I'm mad, I'm always mad, we're all mad.
Alice sits at the table. Dinah and Groundhog stand nearby in an occasional sidebar.
So I keep hearing. Well, I am delighted to have found you during your tea party.
We're always having a tea party.
This I had not heard.
Yeah, it's true. Every day, every week, every month at 6 o'clock.
But that's not always. It's 6 o'clock twice a day. Always means constantly. That's impossible. The time changes all day long. It moves forward.
Yeah, you'd think, wouldn't you?
Pardon?
There will be no party. The Queen may turn on it. No, he never changes.
He who? The Queen?
No.
The King?
No, time.
The King's time.
Your hair wants cutting. It will improve your hearing.
Beg your pardon?
Begging is unbecoming. Not to mention the hair. Not to mention me, Doc.
Are you seriously catsplaining right now?
No, I'm... Hey, is that your shadow?
Where?
Made you look.
Isn't the dormouse uncomfortable holding up your elbows like that? It seems rather uncivil.
So is sitting down to tea without being invited.
So is not inviting a person to sit down in the first place.
The dormouse yawns and awakens.
Now, where's all the racket? I'm trying to sleep.
But how can you sleep under elbows?
Let me go back to sleep and I'll tell you.
I'm curious.
Then you'll never stop wondering. Here, take more tea.
I've had nothing yet, so I can't take more.
You mean you can't take less? It's very easy to take more than nothing.
I am terribly confused.
Dormouse, tell us a story.
Once upon a time.
Oh, best story I've heard all day.
I don't think it...
Well, you shouldn't talk.
Well, then I won't. Not to you. And with that, Alice walks off, Dinah and Groundhog following behind.
The Queen does not enjoy singing. Remember this if you do not wish for 6 o'clock tea all day long.
After a few more bouts of growing and shrinking, thanks to bites of mushroom Alice had stowed in her apron pocket, Alice finally arrives at the croquet lawn of the Queen of Hearts, who is playing with an utterly terrified White Rabbit and the King of Hearts. The Duchess is off picking flowers and nursing her pig baby. She won't be saying anything in this scene, but we just want you to know that we have not forgotten about her, because that would be bad.
Excuse me, or...
No excuses! Oh, what the head?
My head, but I'd rather like my head attached to my neck.
Oh, put her neck then! God!
Your Highness, perhaps this young lady would care to join us for a game before her beheading.
Stop speaking, bunny! What is your name, peasant child?
Alice, if you please, Your Majesty.
It does not please me in the least.
The King of Hearts timidly approaches his wife.
Love muffins, she's just a girl. Let her play.
With your head too!
Oh, Snooky Doodle, it's just one flamingo.
Flamingo?
Oh, just go with it.
Yes, flamingo.
A guard hands Alice an upside-down flamingo, and Alice watches the Queen smack the ball with the poor flamingo's beak.
Oh!
I've never played croquet.
Well, it's always nice to do anything before you die.
Oh, I feel bad for the flamingos.
Her flamingo bends its neck up toward her and says,
My pain receptors left the building years ago. That's fine.
Is it?
No, it's literally the worst pain imaginable. Save me. Take me with you. I make an amazing back scratcher.
Backcracker? Oh, thank God you're a Cairo. I'll just lay down here and you can work your magic.
Get me out of here, Alice. Come on.
So you want me on my back, or?
I don't know how.
Oh, sure you do. Think. Come on.
Click my heels 3 times?
No.
Eat an everlasting gobstopper?
No.
Then what?
It's your story, Alice. End it the way children end stories.
Oh, stand still so I can murder you with this giant previously unmentioned weapon.
Oh, I know. And then I woke up.
Suddenly, Alice awakens where we began our story. Under the tree, her boring book beside her, Dinah purring in her lap.
Oh my, what a strange dream. Well, I suppose everything is back to normal.
Achoo!
The flamingo pops up next to her.
Oh, sorry, I'm like super allergic to cats.
Crack it! Just crack it! Crack my back! Pink legs!
The end.
Julie, this was amazing.
I'm so glad you all enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun.
Very exciting.
I love the fact that like Jeff Goldblum and Christopher Lloyd found their way into the perfect places
For them to be.
I love it.
I'm going to start selling me an apartment pretty soon.
Oh my gosh.
Extra flex space.
And that was also Marty McFly speaking to him?
Yeah, I
was
mean,
it?
who else
Yeah.
could go back and forth with Christopher Lloyd but Michael J. Fox?
That was amazing. It was perfect. And Imari, I'm so glad that we could offer you the Cheshire Cat
Oh my
as
God.
per your greatest
I
wish.
love
As per.
I felt the universe give to me the Cheshire Cat.
And Shelby, I think it's fair to say that this
You embodied it.
this has
You embodied it like a full body.
yours.
You embodied it like it was your role.
Indeed.
I appreciate that so much.
And Sarah, I have to say that I can feel your love for the cats in your world. All of Piotr's cats included.
But the ferocity
However
of the
many.
queen was.
But that queen,
The queen
holy.
was.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. My left ear will never be the same.
No, I'm real fear.
It's great.
And to all of you, I apologize.
And thank you, Julie, for getting.
Yes. Sure.
Amazing
Incredible.
writing.
Thank you. It was really wonderful playing with you all. Is there anything, does anyone have questions?
Yes.
That's from the chat?
Oh, the
Woo-hoo.
chat says that was a whirlwind, and they would like more. So if you guys could just improv.
Oh, yeah, just improv one. That's great.
Improv. We're not prepared for improv.
Well, that's a lovely compliment for you all.
Yeah,
so that's
we're not
great.
prepared for there are requests. There's a Gilbert Gottfried impression.
Oh God, dude.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not gonna even touch Gilbert Gottfried. Yes. I'm not even gonna go there. It's not like I can even do that voice of
Yes, oh yes. Alice in Wonderland would be so much better.
So much better.
Very obnoxious parrot.
I love that you close your eyes.
You have to, or you can't sound like him. That's the other thing. Like I, you know, when I do a lot of voice matching or impressions, the face is really a strong part of the voice.
Body, physicality.
Robert De Niro, you gotta scrunch your face. Otherwise, you know, you do Robert De Niro, you're not gonna sound like him. You gotta squeeze your face like that.
Even when it's not impressions or voice matches, anytime I voice an older woman, I get this weird hand and
Well, it
I
helps
can't
you,
do it unless I
it helps you transform it.
Yeah.
You went to the hook hand school of elderly voices.
I hope just missed you. I just missed you.
A lot of gold here for the chat. Hook hands. I mean, this is
Academy.
There. Any others?
Yeah, the Shelby Siri voice.
Oh, yes, of course.
Unfortunately, you get that.
Hello, this is Siri, telling you to exercise your right to vote.
Love it.
People in the chat are confirming the hook hand technique.
Yes, it's widely known in practice.
It's a industry secret. Let's see. We have a question. What advice would you give newcomers?
Oh man.
Never heard that one.
Study.
Yeah.
Learn to act. Love to act. Be able to take rejection, because you're gonna get lots of no's, and if you really want it, you'll endure the no's, and you're gonna get yeses.
I pile onto that, acting above all over voice.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people go like, I can sound like a goblin. Like, well, you can, and many people can as well, but no one can match you and your acting.
Dude, the first agency I ever went to, I thought that because everyone said I had a deep voice, and I was like, oh, okay.
You do?
Well, yeah. And so I was like, so they were like, you should do voiceover acting, and I was like, okay, cool. So I called a voiceover agency.
On the phone?
Yeah, on the phone.
Wow.
I'm the chicken.
I was like, hello, my name. And I thought that, you know, they'd hear my voice and magically they'd be with like an agent. And I was like, hello, my name is Imari Williams. And they're like, yeah. I just would like to learn more about voiceovers. They're like, well, why don't you go take a class? I was like, yeah, dude, you're gonna go through so many stumbles, and it's awesome because it's gonna form you. And so you don't try to be perfect.
Yeah, take everything as a
Take
lesson.
everything as
Yeah.
a lesson, for real.
Yeah, it's a long process too.
It's a long process.
That's what I always say. I get a lot of people on TikTok asking, and it's people expect, you know, because you don't see all the hard work that goes into it. You just see the finished products when you're watching things, and it takes so much time to first be in classes, training, finding the right teachers that you want to work with, figuring out if you want to take a scene study class or if you want to jump right into an animation class, whatever that is, then finding an agent, making a demo reel, going on auditions, being audition ready, being up against such talented people that it's just like such a dream when you do book that role, and then being ready to step into that booth and do a good job on the day.
Never stop learning, because I get a lot of questions from people who are actual voice actors now, but their career isn't where they want it to be, and sometimes the answer is just kind of upping your game and challenging yourself as much as you can, because the industry is evolving, our culture is evolving, acting styles are evolving all the time, and you've got to try things you've never tried before. And I think it's really important to never stop learning.
But I will also say is that along the way, you gather your friends. I met Court. God, where did we meet? I mean, we met like not at Comic-Con, before that, And
I also don't remember meeting him.
I feel like everyone we've like
He
worked
was
together.
omnipresent.
Yeah, omnipresent. But along the way, you're gonna meet friends and you're gonna meet peers, and that village will embrace you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't ever feel like you have to be part of a clique. Don't ever feel like you are an individual and you're learning this by yourself. There's only one you, right? And what you learn, you will only be able to do, right? No one will be able to do what you do. And the reason why we stress the layers that you have to learn is because a lot of us get a lot of questions about how we can quickly get into it, quick.
And there is no.
And there is no quick. It took me 7 years of fumbling around, and some people get lucky, but most of the time you're gonna have to put in the effort. You're gonna have to invest in yourself, and there's no easy way.
Yeah, and people who do get lucky, let's say they just started voiceover 2 years in, suddenly they're on a hit show.
Yeah.
Will they be able to sustain their career? I don't know. So that's
If
why
they take classes,
you've got to keep
Okay, wait, now I can speak on this because that happened to me.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Do tell.
Well, no, I studied acting for 4 years before I auditioned for the only voiceover animated series that I ever auditioned for, which was Pokemon at the time.
Yeah.
I was 18 years old and I happened to book it. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do here?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about dubbing. And they taught me how to dub at my audition. I learned during season 9 of Pokemon how to act in voiceover, and that's a cool season. And then I like had a lull for a couple of years because like who do I know?
Got that little.
But I think what you have
but I kept going.
is you have a determination and passion, and that's also so what's important is like if you have passion, then it's not necessarily easy to do things that are challenging. You're excited to do it and get it done.
Basically,
and you grow.
I can't not do it.
But then
there
are some who like, and there's all types of individuals, but there's people who like, you get something really sweet, and then you realize it's not that easy, right? Like I had my first TV show that I ever did, animated show, was Transformers Rescue Bots, and when I got the character, like he just came to me, and I instantly was like, oh, yeah, I did Boulder on the Rescue Bots.
You were so good.
What does it sound like?
I'm Boulder from the Rescue Bots, and I just love the earth and the flowers and the trees and the birds. And he just spoke to me instantly. After the show was done, I thought I would get all this opportunity, that people would hear what I did.
Yeah.
And I did not get anything for a while. And it scared the shit out of me. And you can either do one thing if you're scared, you can either pause or you can kind of push through it, which is what you have to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be lots of scary moments, you know?
Exactly.
But lots of good moments.
Yeah, I had a bunch of scary moments. I had a scary moment a couple
good ass
last year.
moments.
Well, things ended for me in the show, and I was really nervous. I was like, this could be it.
Yeah.
Like this could be done.
But you're brilliant. So.
But it's not.
But it's
yeah,
not.
it's not. It's
You're
going,
like, but
going,
you're
it's going
pretty
good. It's going
Yeah.
all right. Thank you.
I'll sort of just button this by saying that the common thread seems to be not only about like tenacity and stamina and the ability to withstand what's tough, but the curiosity and the joy.
Yeah.
And cultivating, nurturing the joy and the passion that brings anybody to their creative work before, during, and after they've monetized it is to me one of the greatest little nuggets of magic that we can add to our world.
Yeah.
It's really important to maintain that. So that if you see an audition and you're like, I would not, this is so not me.
Yeah.
If you want, you can say, you know what, I know it's not me.
Yeah.
This is for someone else.
Totally.
You can also say, I know this isn't me, but what can I do with this? That like, it will not be what they want, but let me see what I can do because I feel like playing.
You just need to have fun.
The
Yeah.
more you let yourself have fun, which is such an odd way of saying you have to work hard. Right? You have to work hard at maintaining the love and connection with what you're doing.
Yes.
And then the gratitude when you walk in the room. It's not
Yeah.
only the study, but it's the gratitude too.
We're so lucky.
And we we're really lucky, we're all really aware
It's
of
a
it.
gamble, man. Like it's a great gamble,
Yeah, it's
and I'm telling you, everyone in this room does not feel like they've ever made it. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Like, none of us here feel like we can rest.
Yeah. Imposter syndrome? Yeah.
There's no rest. Like we're kind of like you go from one to the next, and then you're like, okay, because we're not owed anything.
Yeah.
And so you always have to remind you're not owed anything, and when anything you got to get, you have to really scrap and fight for. And if you're not scared to do that, you can get that skin, and you know what I'm saying, you can get that bravery, and you know, push through all your doubt. You'll be absolutely fine. You'll come out really good.
That's beautiful.
Solid.
I like it.
Was that poetic?
It's very poetic. It's very poetic.
Where can we buy your book?
Over at Meeting House, I have a new novel. It's called Imari's Age of Wisdom.
Age of Wisdom. Are there any other questions we need to know about? I don't know how we are on time.
We are great on time. You guys have oodles, and someone would like a Reagan impression, a Katharine Hepburn impression.
Oh, yeah.
Reagan impression.
I don't even.
I think the assumption
Who's watching?
Yeah.
Grandpa, what are you doing?
That's from Dennis Quaid. He requested that.
It might be my mom.
I'm trying to think of Katharine Hepburn. I know Audrey well, but what I was going to find at Tiffany's and for $10. But she does. She talks more with a shaking head, right?
Yeah.
Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I was going to. It's not her. Who's the actress in I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Oh, I love that.
Who's that?
That's
Norman
Sunset.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Question for you guys: if you were going to get a fan or a family member excited about registering to vote or participating in voting, how would you do that?
What voice would you use? No. What argument would you use? And what argument?
Yeah.
But what argument? That's a great question.
I mean, everyone has their own reasons for why they want to vote, why they don't want to vote. But I will say that some of the greatest battles in this country has been over the right to vote. Yeah. And you cannot, you know, for women, people of color, you know, we've all fought and scrapped for the right to have our voice heard. And people want to mitigate you to think that your one vote doesn't matter, but elections have been hinged on a couple of votes. And yours could be that vote. You know, like if you have any kind of feelings about wanting to change is done by numbers. And if you are silent, there will never be change. So if you're passionate, if you believe that what you want, you know, get involved with your local government, because everyone thinks that everything's done nationally, but everything's done on a local level, within your city, within your state, cities within states. Everything is sectioned off. It's not just one big thing. So wherever you are, vote locally, vote nationally, and vote for your state as well. So, you know, yeah.
And you can also be a resource for family members and friends. So if you have family members and friends that say, it's too hard, there's too many people, I don't know who to vote for, I don't care, what does the council member even do? Be the resource. You know, it doesn't take that much work. You can just look and find some information about who's available. You start locally, like you said, and you can see who's affecting your area and who will make changes that will be effective next year.
And people get overwhelmed with issues. Just you don't have to understand every single issue. You understand? Like things will come to you as you learn. Like everyone thinks that you learn things, you just are opened up. You learn something new every day. So, you know, you're gonna learn something new about positions you stand for. You're gonna learn about, you know, things that you didn't even know about. But you open up the door and at least start the journey. But if you are just gonna go off of headlines, what you read on news, word of mouth, gossip, you know, find the information yourself, seek it, you know, make it like a video game. You want to pass a level, beat the big boss, get the knowledge, and use the knowledge, and spread the knowledge.
And you can attend things in person. Not everything is online. You know, a lot of the local stuff especially is in person and is door to door. Someone knocked on my door today to talk about a council member. And that's important because
Did you answer?
I did answer the door, and I
Brave.
No, it's important because I needed to let them know they have 5 seconds to get off my porch.
Get off my lawn!
No. It's important also to respect those workers because they are making an effort, and you have to respect that too and say, hey, I'm a voter. I respect your time. You respect my time. Maybe you don't agree with their position and that sort of thing, and you can kindly say, get off my porch. But take that power and vote, and then, you know, encourage your family to go do the same.
No, for me specifically, it's just about not believing headlines, and misinformation is something I've dealt with some family members. The majority of my family members
There
are
is
all...
no moon, by the way.
There's no
mistake.
It's
It's
made of cheese, I heard.
It's hollow, and there are people living in it, and
It's actually just a ring light. That's all it is.
Just a ring light in the big world of TikTok.
Ed Harris never turned off the final switch.
That's what it was.
Jim Carrey
But
was
Shelby.
But it's basically what you were already saying, but it's just to make sure to educate yourself. I am very lucky that, like I was saying, the majority of my family and most of my friends are all pretty politically active. My dad works a lot in local politics in Florida, and so we all communicate and share information. Obviously, there are different issues in Florida than there are in California where I am, and so that's different on what we're voting on. But it's just making sure to actually have these discussions and take the time to do the research, and that's kind of what I yell at my friends to do.
Because you're passionate. Because sometimes it's frustrating because people will not agree with you, and that's also something you have to be
Okay with.
You can't let yourself get too negative or condescending towards people that you love, because they've made up their mind. And the reality is
yelling at someone will always change their mind.
That's
the way to do it.
We don't encourage it.
No.
But,
No.
You try, and you also lead by example. If you show that it's not that big a deal, and it's fun, and it's an affecting part of your life, then they'll say, hey, you know what? It wasn't that hard. I just saw. He signed up in 2 minutes. That was that easy to register? Oh, okay. And then I can mail my ballot from home. I don't have to go and stand in line for 6 hours. But that depends also, which state
where
you're
you are.
Don't treat voting like it's another notch on your to-do list. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go through work, we eat our lunch, we pick up our kids from school, those who have kids. We pick up our dogs from daycare, those who have dogs.
Or cats.
Or cats. And you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh my God, and one more thing, I gotta go onto this website and I have to actually click on this link and I have to actually figure out what it is, number one, find the importance of it. And
the importance is the history. Think about the history of how hard people fought.
Exactly.
Just to be able to cast a vote to let their voice be heard.
And don't let it, just like when you decide you want to get in shape, and you have people who don't want to get in shape, and they tell you, why are you getting in shape? Because I want to feel good. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel good to vote. And if people try to say, well, why are you doing that, man? Your vote doesn't matter, man. Like I've heard people try to negative me about my views and stuff because they don't have the time to find that information themselves, which is the time for me to explain my views, right? Or say, okay, great, you have your thing. I'm going to do my thing, and don't let anyone dissuade you from doing your thing.
Julie, what website would you go to if you needed to get someone registered to vote?
I mean, just off the top of my head, if I wanted to get someone to register to vote, I'd probably tell them to go to, what's it called again? NerdsVote.com.
That's excellent. And how long do you think it would take you?
I think it would take about 2 minutes to be
Perfect.
able to register to vote or figure out if you are registered.
Wait a minute.
And,
aren't there really cool T-shirts on NerdsVote?
there are amazing t-shirts. As a matter of fact, I think Courtney Taylor's leaping over furniture.
Here she comes, Simone. Let's talk to you right now. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yeah. Give her the shirt so I can take it away.
There are lots of different t-shirt designs, lots of swag, and look, anybody who's watching, and you have an interest in voice acting, some have asked how to get into voice acting. It's such an easy transition to say, it is about using your voice, right? And thinking about it in terms of how you all answered the question today, you want to start with the base, the core of passion, the core of of knowledge, right? You want to learn about acting, then you want to use your voice. You want to learn about what is happening politically in our country, and then you want to use your voice and you want to vote. It's very similar, and it is perfectly creative if you're looking for something creative to do.
Sarah, where would you go to do your research? Is there any tips or anything?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm the child of immigrants, so I feel very lucky to be born here and live here and be in a democracy and in a place where I can vote locally and nationally. Very important. We take it for granted as Americans, people who are born here, but we just think it's a normal thing. A lot of the world doesn't have what we have, and it's so important to use it and not lose it. We used to work in news. I was an editor for a while, and
You have a good news voice too.
thank you so much. I was just an editor behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was a missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity. Could have.
They should have. Drive forward.
This just in, you're awesome.
I think education, having a solid foundation, is so important, because when you come out of school, you have to understand how to decipher what is true and what is not, and that is increasingly it's so important. It's so important. It's your biggest life skill is to understand what's true and what's not. So the TikTok and Instagram and all of it, the social media, the algorithms are going to serve you the thing that you're watching the most. So, and it's going to reinforce everything that it served you to begin with. Please take everything you read and see with a grain of salt.
Do your research.
Please,
yes.
Please.
It's so easy to get fed food right to your mouth, man. It's a lot harder to hunt.
It's literally a feed. It's called a feed. It is feeding you guys.
Yeah, it's just like imagine you're eating the same type of food day after day, and then someone introduces something else.
Think of Wally. Don't be those. Don't be unfit. Don't be the people in the chairs. You know what I'm saying? Like hunt for
One of their
food.
names was Shelby, and it made me so sad.
Hunt. Maintain good basic bone growth. You know what I'm saying? Like good calcium from walking and strengthening your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like
Good nutrition.
Good nutrition.
Good nutrition.
For the brain.
Brain nutrition.
That's not social media, guys.
No.
Yeah.
You guys, where can we find you? Because you're all lovely and talented and beautiful and
On
funny.
social media.
Yeah, I love
That's what it's for. It's for the fun. It's for the fun.
On social media.
We'll be on social media at Sarah Natochenny, everywhere you get your social media.
Most of my channels, I'm at Shelby H. Young. That's for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and then Twitter, which I will only call it that. It's Shelby _Young.
My name is hard to spell, so if it's easier for people, you can go to pickledmoon.com. That's my website, and it's all social media stuff. Otherwise, it's just PIOTR.Michael is the username for most socials out there. Yeah.
You can go to Imari Speaks on Instagram, and then it's Imari Speaks on Twitter, and then it's also
Imari Listens.
Imari Listens.
Audible.
I had to come up with a name for my company, and when I was at the, I was like, I'm gonna brand myself, Imari Speaks, and I was like, I don't know, I could only think I could think about, right? I thought of all the different things I could have done afterwards. Yeah, dude, it was horrible. So Imari Speaks, and then on TikTok, it's Imari Speaks on TikTok.
But I want it to be a
How do you spell your name? Because you keep calling it Imari.
I know, just Imari is I, and is Mary, A-R-I, Speaks. All together, no dots.
Speaks spelled with a 5.
Dot free.
And our lovely and talented, amazing moderator / adapter / writer / handholder / literally like weighted blanket /
unicorn.
I'll never forget the blood.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is a very short story, but I almost fainted giving blood, donating blood, and Julie was there and held my hand and got me juice and kept me alive.
Julie is the ultimate giver.
Meditative breathing.
She's magical.
You guys are very sweet. You can find me at Julie _Nathanson on Twitter and Instagram, and a little bit on Blue Sky. That's it. And then just wandering around the world looking for glitter.
And spreading glitter.
And please, if you guys are voting or registered to vote, tag us. I want to know. That'd be really fun, especially tag NerdsVote, because we want to know that you signed up, or if you signed a friend up. I think that would be awesome to find out like who's participating and how effective we can get this movement going, because we just want you to vote.
Show us your vote!
Show us your vote!
Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time listening to you guys.
So fun to be here.
Have fun showing the castle.
Bye.